Welcome back, and today I've got another MagSafe case to show you. So this one is again from Moment, and it's their mustard yellow thin case, which has finally arrived. I've finally got my hands on it. If you've not heard of Moment, they make cases and accessories for smartphones, as well as little lens attachments too. They're really cool. This video isn't sponsored or anything by them. I bought the case with my own money, but let's take a look at the case. This is the mustard yellow thin case from Moment. I've got one for the iPhone 12 Pro Max, but it is also available for the rest of the iPhone 12 lineup, and also available in black, indigo blue and olive green. It works with MagSafe, and it also comes with a drop-in mount, so you can mount Moment's M series lenses to it. Since my last video, Moment have updated their pricing, so the case costs $60 with MagSafe or $50 without. It feels nice in the hand. It might look a bit soft and rubbery on camera, but it's actually more solid and made from a polycarbonate and bioplastic combination. And a lot of this case can actually be composted at the end of its life, which more on that a little bit later on. There are a couple of inserts in the case. First, a guide showing how to insert your phone, how to attach a strap, and how to dispose of and compost the case. On the back we've got a photo shot on a Moment lens by Jessica Lieback. Then there's the insert with the lens mount, which also has some instructions on how to swap it out with the bezel trim and how to attach a lens. Now look at the colour of this case. It's so bright and vibrant and it just really pops. I love it. On the back there is a nice diagonal groove texture which helps make the case less slippery. Inside there is a really nice and soft grey micro suede, and inside the walls of the case there is some shock absorbing geometry that is designed to help protect your phone. Moment says that the case should provide a 6-foot drop protection. On the bottom there are large cutouts for the lightning port and speakers, as well as wrist strap attachments on either side, which Moment says are rated up to 50 pounds of pull strength and will make it harder for someone to steal your phone out your hand, which, true story, this actually happened to me once. Well, someone tried to and they didn't get away with it because I had a wrist strap on, so sucks to be them, I guess. Again, I'm a massive fan of the colour of this case. It's just really bright, and I really like how it looks with the black trim around the camera cutout. Moment calls this a thin case, so let's take a look at it compared to the Walnut Case. At 43 grams, it is 17 grams lighter, and the overall dimensions of the mustard case are smaller too, with the back of the case coming in at 2mm thin versus 3mm on the Walnut. There is the same micro suede used inside each case, and on the bottom all of the same cutouts and places to loop through a wrist strap. I would say that the mustard feels a tiny bit more slippery than the Walnut, but there's not much difference. So let's take a look at the drop-in lens mount next and place the phone into the case. Previously, Moment's cases came with this mounting system built into the case itself, and not as a removable insert like this. And so far, so good. I've not had any issues with the drop-in mount on the Walnut case so far. On the inside, you'll notice a line on both the case and the bezel in the lower right to show you where to line up the drop-in mount. To remove the bezel, push it through the back of the case, which will take a bit of force as it is in there quite securely. Then flip the case over, take your drop-in lens mount and line it up with the line inside the case and press it into place. You will hear and feel some clicks to know that it's in securely. Hopefully these won't suffer too much wear and tear being removable, but replacements are available for $5. Let's now take the iPhone and put it into the case. Place it in at the top and slide it down. You'll notice that there are mount points over the iPhone's wide and telephoto cameras, but not over the ultra wide, as that camera is just too wide to really be usable with any lenses. The case covers the phone's sleep and volume buttons, and again there are cutouts for the speaker grills at the bottom. It does also wrap around to cover some of the front glass too. Let's mount a lens now. You'll notice there is a line on the top of the case and on the lens itself. Line these both up and then twist the lens 90 degrees to secure it into place. This particular lens is Moment's 10x macro, which is really great for getting up close to things, much closer than you can get with the iPhone's cameras alone. I have just made a video showing what you can do with these lenses. If you'd like to check it out, I'll link to it below. But to give you an idea, this wallpaper that I'm using now was actually shot by me using this macro lens, so go check out that video for more. Let's look at MagSafe next, and Moment actually calls their magnets M-Force magnets and says that they are stronger than the magnets in the back of the iPhone. Having also used their Walnut Case for quite a while now, I can definitely agree with that. Both cases feel like they have a stronger magnetic hold on Apple's MagSafe wallet, or this MagSafe battery by Anker. And you can also charge wirelessly through the case using Apple's MagSafe charger, or pretty much any Qi charger that you have. One thing to mention though, and you may have already noticed in this video, but you can see ever so slightly the ring of magnets through the back of the case. It is subtle and it doesn't really bother me, and I think that the only way they could have got around this would have been to make the case thicker. Now, as mentioned, this case is partly made from bioplastic, so while the lens mounts and bottom portion of the case will need to be cut off and thrown away when you're finished with them, the rest of the case can be composted, so it's really good to see a company thinking about how we can reduce the plastics that we're throwing away. And it also ships in 100% post-consumer recycled packaging, which is great. Overall, it's another solid MagSafe case from Moment. I love the colour of it, it's just so bright and vibrant, and it definitely delivers on being thinner and lighter than their standard cases. I also really like that I can still use all of my Moment lenses with it, and that the M-Force magnets in the back of the case are stronger than the magnets in the back of the phone itself, which is always nice to know as well. If you'd like to check out this case for yourself, I'll leave a link for it in the description below the like button. If you've got any questions, then drop a comment in the comment section, I'm always happy to answer. Thanks so much for watching, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one.